Now this is a backyard you're never going to want to leave. 692 miles of shoreline and a lifetime of memories. We're your hosts, MackenzieScott
and MicheleKaplan.
And we can't wait to show you why we chose to live, work, and play right here on Lake Lanier. We're starting off at the only floating tiki bar on the lake, Pelican Pete's. Let's go have some fun.
Port Royale Marina is nestled in Georgia's Blue Ridge Mountains, offering everything from daily boat and jet ski rentals to slips for harboring your boat. Incredible lake views, fantastic dining at Pelican Pete's, and world-class marina services await you less than an hour outside of Atlanta. Pelican Pete's is Lake Lanier's only floating restaurant and tiki bar with the most incredible lake views. They like to think of themselves as the hidden jewel of the lake. They have a 40-slip courtesy dock for those arriving by water and are also open to the public via car. Pelican Pete's is open year-round. It's open air in fair summer weather and heat and closed during the cooler Georgia months. Their fan favorites include mahi fish tacos and the drunken mussels, as well as their frozen drinks, including the pina colada and bushwhacker. Perfect after a long hot day on the water. Be sure to give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on their hours of operation, live music schedule, and 3-course pairing dinners during the winter months, where they partner with brands like Old Smoky Moonshine, Casamigos, and Kendall Jackson. Whether you're moving to Lake Lanier or just visiting the area, Pelican Pete's at Port Royale Marina needs to be at the top of your list of places to go.
Well, that was a ton of fun. And now we're here with our good friend Jay from Atlanta Marine, who's going to be taking us across the lake to see a fabulous lake home in Flowery Branch with the most amazing views in this brand new, beautiful Bennington 30QX. But first, we want to hear a little bit more about Atlanta Marine. So Jay, can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, ma'am. So we've been here on Lake Lanier in this North Georgia area for 30 years. We currently have 6 locations. We do new boats, used boats, full service. You know, we carry a lot of brands: Bennington Pontoons, Supra, Moomba, Chaparral, Sea-Pro, and Robalo fishing boats. It's been great.
And we at Living on Lake Lanier have certainly loved being in partnership with Atlanta Marine over the years and can't wait to continue that as well. So let's go for a ride in this beautiful boat.
What a fun time we had at Pelican Pete's. Now we're on to the most beautiful lake house in Flowery Branch, I feel, with my friends Deb and Joe Carino. And I just wanted to ask you, how did you choose this location and why did you choose Lake Lanier to call home?
Well, we had a home on Lake Lanier for 14 years on the south end. We decided it was time to move. We were actually moving out of state, and we sold the house, and then we realized that God had other plans, and so we started looking around the lake again. I was like, if I'm going to be here in Georgia, I'm coming back to Lake Lanier. We love it here. So we started looking, and I knew exactly what I wanted. Right, how many houses did we look at? And you said, we're going to live in a tent.
Yes, you did.
I showed some houses.
And he kept saying, we're going to live in a tent. And I said, no, just trust me, trust the process. So one day we were driving down the street and we went past the house that used to be a shack. I said, pull over, that might be the location. Look at that view. So he lifted me up onto the back deck and I was like, that's the one.
It was in foreclosure finally after 20 years, and there was a 7-day best and final kind of bid. And I saw the guy who ended up purchasing it 3 days into it. And he tells me that he's doing a bid against it. And 7 days later, we lost by $10,000. The bid. In that process, we kept meeting these older couple that lived here with their sister, who were in their 80s. They basically, 6 months later, I was in my car and I was like, hey, God, if you want me to stay here in Georgia, let me know. And an hour later, I got a call from them and they said, hey, you want to buy my house? And here we are.
And how long did it take you to remodel? You basically almost tore it down to the studs, didn't you?
We did. It was, everyone that came in the house was like, oh, what did you do? How much did you spend on this?
Yeah.
And we were like, no, we have a vision. We know exactly what it's supposed to look like. And we started renovating it right away. And then actually one day I got a call from Joe. And he was like, you've got to come up here, hurry up. So I was like, all right, I'm coming. I get up here and I meet some neighbors outside. They're walking by. And I was like, come on in the back, come meet my husband. So as we walked in the back, we saw like 50, 60 sailboats out there.
It's so beautiful, Regatta.
It's amazing. I said, what is that? And my neighbors said, oh, that's the sailboat races. I said, the what? They said the sailboat races. I said, like, today is the sailboat race? They said, no, every Wednesday from spring until fall, the sailboats come out here and they just ride around. I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. We need to have everybody over. Everybody needs to experience this. So we started an event called Wind and Wine Wednesday. And so every Wednesday, you've been here, every Wednesday we had neighbors over, and the rule is you bring a bottle of wine and a dish, and we all share, and we've been doing that for what, 6 years now?
Yeah, and the crazy part of that, people lived on the street for 45 years, never knew each other. And we created this one event that just brought people together. And now there's a neighborhood share. Other people come from other neighborhoods. It's become quite the community thing, which is kind of neat. And now we rotate houses because it was getting a little much.
Yeah, one of the neighbors said, can I have it?
I was like, please, please.
And you have a lovely business also here in the area. Can you tell us about the business that you all started here?
We've been in Sugar Hill 26 years as chiropractors, and about 2 years ago we started an anti-aging hormone clinic in Sugar Hill as well called Thrive. And so it's been an awesome community to watch grow, be part of it. It's just wild to watch, even Flowery Branch in the last 3-4 years, how much it's grown.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your home with us today. And it's such a beautiful home and just an example of what you can have on Lake Lanier. And this is where we live, work, and play. And thanks so much for joining us.